Deep in the damp, where the shadows reside, underneath the leaf litter, nowhere to hide. Not a plant, not a beast, but a kingdom alone, building an empire on a skeletal throne. It starts with a spore, microscopic and light, drifting through the ether in the dead of the night. Lands on a log, starts to weave a fine thread, a network of life where the forest is dead. Mycelium reaching, a silver white lace, colonizing soil at a frantic pace. Hyphy like fingers, they probe and they peer, the silent engineers of the biosphere. Fire, nexus of the underground grid, secrets of the ages in mycelium hid. The composers, healers, the rot and the bloom, the breath of the forest in the damp and the gloom. From the mold of the bread to the caps in the glade, architects the tech and the cool of the soil. From the mold of the bread and the caps in the glade, architects of life in the cool of the shade. They don't need the sun, they don't need the light, they thrive in the dark out of human sight. Extracellular enzymes, they break it all down, turning fallen giants into nutrient brown. Lignin and cellulose, nothing's too tough. The fungus says thank you, I can't get enough. Without the decay, the world would just pile dead wood and debris for mile after mile. Then a cleanup crew, the recyclers of old, turning silver to copper and copper to gold. A symbiotic dance with the roots of the trees, trading minerals for sugars with effortless ease. Mycorrhizal networks, the wood wide web, information flowing through the flow and the ebb. Warning of beetles or a drought on the way. The trees are all talking through the fungal relay. But look to the surface when the rain starts to fall. Our morning bodies rise, standing proud, standing tall. Agaricus politis, but then the rails glow. Gigamumid of Muscaria, a dangerous show. Spotted and bright, like a fairy tale dream, but hide a dark toxin in the cellular scheme. Or the lion's mane shaggy, the right she's so tough. Medicine for the mind when the world gets too rough. Consider the cordyceps, a killer so cold, taking over the ants as the stories are told. Climbing the stalk to the highest of heights, a fungal takeover, the darkest of sights. Then the burst from the head, the spores hit the breeze, a cycle of nature that brings us to knees. But then there's the yeast, the baker's best friend, rising the dough till the hunger shall end. Fermenting the grapes, the hops and the grain, a barley delight for the joy and the pain. Penicillium mold, a gift from the strain, saving millions of lives, keeping bacteria at bay. They're ancient, they're vast, they're the largest on earth. The honey mushroom size shows its incredible worth. Thousands of acres, a single heartbeat, under the soil, beneath everyone's feet. They survived the great dying, the meteor's crash, thriving on ruins in the volcanic ash. They'll be here long after our empire saw the silent observers, the end of it all. So respect the mushroom, the mold and the rust, for we all in the end return to the dust. And the fungi will wait with a patient design to turn all our atoms into something divine. And the bone die, offers of the underground bread, resistant but outrageous mycelium head. Decomposers, healers, for in the bloom, the breath of the forest in the damp and the gloom. From the mold on the bread to the caps in the glade, the eyes to lay in the cool of the shade. From the mold on the bread to the caps in the glade, to the acts of life in the cool of the shade. Kingdom funga, the silent cycle, life from death, death from life. Keep digging deeper beneath the surface.